Rugby League lovers, hello and welcome to another episode of Game Plan. I'm Zach Bailey, joined by Anthony Seibold. Seems plenty of players have changed clubs ahead of season 2021. You've moved from the Broncos to the Knights as a coaching consultant. What does that role entail?
Yeah, helping the coaches with their roles across the NRL team, and also enjoying working with the players. So, it's been a really positive change.
All right, three players you've highlighted as the key signings for their clubs this year. One, David Fifita, former Bronco, now a Titan. How will the Titans get the biggest impact out of their marquee signing?
Yeah, big inclusion for Fifita for the Gold Coast Titans. Gold Coast need to improve their attack in 2021 if they're going to be a top 8 side. What David will do, he'll bring momentum, he'll bring tackle breaks to their team. One thing about David, which is a little bit unusual in comparison to Kevy Proctor. Kevy Proctor likes the ball at the line. David likes early football. You can see David here, likes to get the ball nice and early. What he's trying to do is get a one-on-one with either of those two defenders there. You can see here, early ball, uses his footwork, uses his fend. He's a powerful guy, David. The thing that I like about this clip is this. We all know how good of a player Valentine Holmes is, both as a fullback and as a winger. David has the evasion, he has the power and the speed to get past Valentine to score a brilliant try, pretty much from nothing.
Freakish talent.
Yeah, freakish talent. You can see why the Gold Coast Titans chased David hard. A big loss for the Broncos, but a great inclusion for the Gold Coast Titans in 21.
Okay, we saw him change angles a couple of times there, and a lot of that was his own doing. Not a lot happening 40 metres out from his own end, and then he's just taken off. And as you said, he snapped Valentine Holmes' ankles there. If you look at another clip of him, though, his teammates can help him in a big way, using him differently. Yeah,
I think Ash Taylor and Jamal Fogarty, if they use David's weapons, they're going to create some momentum. As I said before, David likes early football. The other way he likes the ball is on drop-offs, okay, when he comes back underneath. What he's trying to do is identify a defender he can get one-on-one. So he's looking at these guys here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Looking at an inside shoulder, or at the very least a one-on-one. You can see David coming back, searching, doesn't like what he sees there with Lindsay Collins. Then he finds an opening there. I think that's Hutchison there for the Roosters.
Obviously, that's what he can do in attack. He's still young, though. Defensively, needs some work.
Yeah, an area that David needs to continue to work on is his defence, his first up contact. Jimmy Dimmick, very good defensive coach. I expect to see significant improvement on that side of the footy in 21 as well.
We just saw the Roosters there. They're a great side. They've lost their halfback, Kyle Flanagan. He's gone to the Bulldogs. It was a shock exit at the time, but he's found a home at Belmore. What will he bring to the Bulldogs in season 2021?
Yeah, I think Kyle's going to suit Trent Barrett's coaching. One of the big things that Kyle will bring is his kicking game. End of sets, he'll build pressure effectively and efficiently for the Bulldogs in 2021. You can see here, okay, it's tackle 5. What he's trying to do is this. He's trying to create a one-on-one, okay, for Daniel Tupou for the winger there. Now think of Dallin Watene-Zelezniak or Nick Meaney this year in Bulldogs colours. But essentially he's trying to isolate that winger. He does it very effectively. That's a great kick on the money there. He's not only good in the air, he's also good on the grass. Again, have a look at his vision here. He can see that the Bulldogs winger is up. Now, there's plenty of space in behind there, okay? There's that space there, there's that space there. One of the things he's identified is Morris up nice and flat, okay? Sees the space. Brilliant execution there. He'll bring that to the Bulldogs in 21.
So he came into the Roosters lineup in season 2020 as the real youngster. Great goal kicker as well that helps the Bulldogs. But he had the likes of James Tedesco, Luke Keary, Jake Friend around him, and he was filling the shoes of Cooper Cronk. You highlighted a clip here early in the year last year where he wanted the ball and didn't get it. Yeah, real challenge for him. He's going to aspire to have won consecutive premierships. He only had 9 NRL games experience before, prior to going to the Roosters. There's one thing I did identify early in the year. You can see here, it's tackle 5. Now, all good halves, okay, all good number 7s want to get their hands on the footy on the last. We highlighted how effective he is with his kicking game. But playing with some of the very elite players in the game, Friend, Tedesco and Luke Keary, was a challenge, particularly early for Kyle Flanagan. He'll have the run of the show at the Bulldogs this year. You can see here, obviously Jake Friend's seen something in and around to play the ball, but Flanagan wants his hands on the footy, okay? Doesn't get his hands on the footy. There's a chance blown there, but when he calls for the footy in 21 at the Bulldogs, I'm sure he'll get the footy. All right, so that's the key to his game, though. He has to be the confident player, and he will have that confidence to bring the best out of the Bulldogs attack because he'll be screaming for it and he'll get it in that situation?
I'm sure he will. The other thing is Trent Barrett is a specialist halves coach. Outstanding player, very good when he coaches young halves. I thought he did a hell of a job with Daly Cherry Evans and his development, Manly when he was there. I think he's going to be someone who's going to add to Kyle Flanagan's game from a understanding perspective. But what Kyle Flanagan brings is a fantastic end of set kicking game.
All right, so Trent Barrett helped the Panthers last year, who their leader, James Tamou, has now joined the West Tigers. That's a massive, massive signing for Michael Maguire.
Yeah, it's an enormous in. He's bringing in a representative player. He's bringing in a front row who's won a grand final at the North Queensland Cowboys. He's bringing in a current a grand final skipper to the group. One thing that West Tigers, from the outside looking in, they need good, strong leadership. I think James Tamou brings that in spades.
And here he is celebrating a premiership in 2015 with the Cowboys. No doubt West Tigers fans will want those same scenes in a few months' time. But what does he bring on field? Because he's been one of the premier props in our game for about a decade or so.
Yeah, he's played over 260 NRL games. This is what I see him bringing to the Tigers. And it's going to help their spine enormously. So here's Tamou getting early footy of Cleary. This is what I want you to have a look at. We talk about, as coaches, landing short, which means landing on your elbows and knees. You can see here, there's Tamou landing short. That's coach speak for getting a quick play of the ball. So it's going to add to Jacob Little's game. It's going to add to Luke Brooks's game, Adam Dewey, and also Moses Mbai. Quick play of the ball, as you can see, Happy Coruscant here, jumping off the back of that. What I like about Tamou, he doesn't die in the play. Supports the runner. You can see again he gets a quick play of the ball. So this time he creates a one-on-one with Adam Blair. Then he gets in between defenders. Again, have a look at him landing short. There he is. As quick as he can, gets to his elbows and knees. It's going to help Mitch Kenny, the number 14 for the Panthers in 2020. It's going to help the West Tigers in 2021.
So what does it result in? You've got two slow defenders coming up and Matt Burton goes down the short side.
Yeah, what it does, it creates momentum. Okay, so a quick play the ball, puts instability in the defensive line. You can see James Tamou gets in between defenders, gets a one-on-one, lands short, quick play the ball. And I think it's going to help the West Tigers number 9s this year.
And what about the rest of his teammates? So if you've got a player of his ilk coming to lead the squad, as you said, he's now captain of the side. The other forwards, the likes of Luke Garner, they will learn a heap in the next 12 or 24 months of James Tamou.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. James Tamou brings experience. He brings big game experience. But more importantly, what he does, he speaks with his actions. From what I understand, he's blitzed pre-season training, come back in early to the West Tigers. That shows leadership through his actions. He's a big in for the Tigers in 21.
All right, Seibs, great insight there. Can't wait to see all of the key signings, in particular those three guys, out in action in season 2021.